Today's episode of Testing Your Tactics is brought to you by Sneak. Not really, but Sneak, if you are watching, get in touch. I love your product. Now, all joking aside, welcome back to another episode of Testing Your Tactics. And in today's episode, I have another 4-2-2, but this is more of an asymmetrical variant of this. It's from Marizino Goat, and it is the 4-2-4 deformation AM4. I've had quite a few comments asking me to test out some new tactics. This is one that has been taken from FM Arena. I'll put the link down below, but let's get into the test. Now, as always, thank you very much for your support. Hit the like button and subscribe if you do like the video. With this tactic test, we're going on holiday for the season with no badges, no past experience. The transfer window is going to be closed, and the assistant manager is going to be taking control of the team. And this is the tactic that we are working with. It is the 4-2-4 deformation AM4. It is a custom tactical style. I'm not sure if that's kanji or something, but don't know what that means, but it is a custom tactical style with a balanced mentality. In possession, standard attacking width with pass into space, overlap on the right and to focus play down the left hand side, shorter passing directness with a higher tempo as well, low crosses in the final third with run of the defence as an instruction also, in the transition, counter press and counter, distribute quickly and to roll it out of possession, high line of engagement with a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in and step up more. So as we can see from this, it is a full get in your face tactic. Let's get the ball to the right hand side and let's just try and dominate the opposition. With the roles that we have, sweeper, keeper on defend. Are there any instructions? With tackle harder, I mean, if your goalkeeper's coming out and having a tackle, then yeah, you know that there is a little bit of space just in behind your defence. 2 wing backs on attack. On the left hand side, it's take more risks with dribble more, shoot less often, stay wider, tackle harder, cross from byline and to get further forward, which is the same as the right hand side as well, which is good to see. Ball playing defender, dribble more, tackle harder, take more risks and hold position. Both of those, ball playing defenders on defend. Now 2 centre defensive midfielders, Segundo Volante on support on the right hand side with take more risks, move into the channels and to tackle harder. Ball in midfielder, shoot less often, dribble less, take fewer risks, hold position and tackle harder. Is everyone on tackle harder here? Let's have a look. I mean, yeah. Fair play, out of possession, get stuck in. Yeah, some meaty challenges are going to be thrown into this game. And then you got your kind of your 4 attacking players here as well. So an advanced midfielder on attack with take more risks, dribble more, shoot less often, stay wider, tackle harder, because why not? Get further forward as well. An inverted forward or inside forward on the left hand side on support, sit narrower, tackle harder, dribble more, cut inside with the ball, take more risks, cross less often and to get further forward. Now 2 advanced forwards, kind of off central as well with this left hand side one here, tackle harder, why not, and move into channels and tackle harder and move into channels for the central position as well. Now the first test that we have got is with Montpellier in France Ligue 1. Let's get into the test. Now media prediction was 13th and sensationally we have finished in 5th position. Even more so, we only lost 7 games all season, 15 wins, 12 draws, a little on the high side, but a plus 27 goal difference and 57 points on the board. We're only 2 points ahead or behind our 4th place as well. Very nice straight away looking into this. I think losing 7 is what, the 3rd lowest in the division, so very nice straight off the bat. Player stats wise, we're not involved with the goals or the average rating with Montpellier, but with the assist, Sylvain Hefty, I believe, is a right back from, yeah, 11 assists from right back. We'll have a look into him later. He looks very familiar from another Football Manager save that I played. Player of the matches were not there, but yellow cards. Now, is this any surprise with the tackle harder and to get stuck in? Savanier and Isiaga Cilia with 1st and 2nd with the yellow cards list. Now, if we have a look at the team stats and how we have performed as a group, 3rd most goals scored in Ligue 1 with 68, 7 of those coming from corners, 4th for the most shots, 4th for the fewest shots against. Pass completion and most possession, we're not involved there. Most tackles won. Now this surprises me with getting stuck in and tackle harder. Clearly we lost a lot of tackles, hence the bookings as well, but a very fun tactic from the looks of it so far. Most dribbles made, 7th in the list here. Most clean sheets, we are actually joint 6th with 10 across the season, and 6th as well for fewest conceded with 41. So it's a very combative kind of tactic so far, and yeah, get stuck in clearly is helping with this tactic as well. Now, if you want to have a look at the other competitions, how have we got on? We were knocked out in the 9th round by SC Bastia in the French Cup, but I think a 5th place finish in the league is fantastic reading straight away. Now, if we have a look at the schedule and how we kind of got on in the league, did we have any big wins or big losses? Let's have a look. Well, big win straight away, 6-0 to Havre AC. We drew with Lyon and Rennes and beat Lille 2-1, and also drew to Strasbourg. Now, that's undefeated in our first 5 games with a team that's predicted to finish 13th. Not too bad, although there are quite a barren run of wins coming in here. We lost to Rennes, we lost to Nantes, we lost to Paris Saint-Germain and OG Nice, but then we beat Brest 2-1, and then we had a nice little run of wins here with RC Lens, Metz and Olympique Marseille. A nice 5-1 win there, and a 5-0 win against Brest, a 4-2 against Lyon, getting our own back on them there, which is very nice to see. 2-0 against Marseille. There's some good wins in here, some very nice wins indeed. Where's the second Paris game? I mean, we lost 4-1, and we drew 1-1, so when we kind of got into our form, we only lost 2 games of probably the last 20 that we played, so fair play to that, very nice to see. Now, how did our squad perform? Let us have a look. So, Jan Caramo, I believe, is coming from Parma. Is he from Parma? Is he on loan from Parma? No, Torino. He's got 17 goals and 5 assists for us. Akor Adams with 14 goals, 4 assists. Savanier, not only did he get the top bookings, but he got 12 goals and 9 assists for us as well. Kazri, the man from Sunderland, I mean, he's still going. Fair play to him. He got 9 goals and 2 assists for us as well. And Sylvain Hefty with 11 assists from, it is right back position as well there. He's on loan from Genoa. Now, I did a Make Genoa Great save on Football Manager 23, which is why I recognise his name. Now, we have Juventus, who are media predicted to finish 3rd place in the Serie A. Let's get into it. And from 3rd place media prediction to champions of Italy, once again for Juventus. I mean, there are definitely a nice save to have in FM24, especially with the likes of the 2 Milan teams and Napoli as well. Juve, kind of forgotten giants as it has been for the last couple of seasons, so very nice to see that we can bring a title back to Italy for them. 25 wins, most in the division, 7 draws. Yeah, I mean, look at Udinese, they've got 7 draws as well, and so did Brianza, but they got 21 losses. We got 6 losses, the least in the division, the highest goal difference with plus 57, and we won the title by 5 points against Inter Milan with 82 points across the board. Dusan Vlahovic with 22 goals was 2nd in the Serie A. Nothing for the average rating, nor for the assists, but clean sheets. Szczesny got 19, top in the charts, and Danilo was 3rd with the most amount of bookings in the Serie A. Also, if you have a look at the team stats, scored the most goals in the Prem in Serie A with 86 goals, 10 of those coming from corners, where the most shots for, the fewest against. Pass completion and possession were not involved there. Most tackles won, again, a bit like the previous one in Montpellier. Clearly we lost more tackles than we did win, but we were 3rd with dribbles made, top with 22 clean sheets, and we conceded the fewest amount of goals with 29 across the season. Now, unfortunately, we're knocked out in the 3rd round to Como 1907 in the Italian Cup, so nothing really to shout about there. No European competition either for Juventus in this season, which kind of shows just how far they did fall in kind of the last season. Now, if we have a look at our fixtures and how we got on, obviously we'll get rid of the Italian Cup, we'll leave the Serie A there. We started off very nicely indeed. Again, we didn't lose until a 1-0 loss to Frosinone. That just isn't good enough for this team. We also then lost to Napoli and to Atalanta, as we can see here as well. A lot of good wins. We beat Sassuolo 5-0, Salento 4-0, 4-0 against Empoli, 4-0 against Cagliari, 4-2 against Roma, 2 against Milan, and then 6-0 against Hellas Verona. I mean, we lost a couple of games towards the end of the season, but we did a double over AC Milan. beat Napoli 3-0 and Cagliari 4-0 as well. There's a lot of goals in this team, and I think because obviously Juventus is... it's no surprise that they are going to be a better team than Montpellier, that we actually got a better result with them as well. Looking at how the team did perform, Vlahovic didn't get any assists, but 22 goals across the season. Arkadiusz Milic with 15 goals and 4 assists, with Federico Chiesa with 13 and 10. Andrea Cambiasso got 10 assists as well as Danilo. It's that centre-back getting 11 assists for us. Very nice to see there. Weston McKennie, Kenan Yildiz, he's the youngster as well, isn't he? How's he looking on this game save? I mean, he's 19 years of age and he's got some very nice attributes coming in, valued at 45 to 60 million. Very nice to see. And Carlos Alcaraz, is he from Southampton? He is. Pretty decent season, 9 goals and 8 assists for him. Now we have one last test to do, that is Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga. The media prediction is to finish in 5th place. Let's see how we get on. Now probably the most underwhelming of kind of success that we have had, Wolfsburg. We finished in 4th place. We finished 1 place higher than our media prediction of 5th, but we did qualify for Europe, so very nice. 18 wins, 6 draws and 10 losses across the season, plus 22 goal difference and 60 points on the mark as well. If you have a look at the player stats, Jonas Wind actually topped the goal scoring charts with 26 goals. We'll have a look at him a little bit further on into this test, but very nice. Average rating were not there, assists were not involved at all, but Jonas Wind also with 8 player of the matches. Clean sheets were not involved with either, or yellow cards. Now if you have a look at kind of the team overview and how we did perform, we scored the 5th most goals in the Bundesliga, so again it's not the best test with Wolfsburg. Maybe don't use this tactic if you are playing in the Bundesliga. 4th for most shots and 2nd for the few shots against. So kind of what we've seen with this tactic is, yeah, it's very attacking, but we also kind of stop shots coming at us with our defensive line, whether it is the whole get stuck in and step up more, that we are stopping the opposition from kind of getting at our goalkeeper. It's very interesting to see. Pass completion and most possession, not involved there. Again, tackles won, not there at all, but 2nd for dribbles made in the league. 5th for clean sheets with 13 across the season. And actually exceeded the 3rd fewest amount with 31 goals in the Bundesliga. And looking at other competitions, we're knocked out in the 3rd round by Leipzig in the DFB Pokal. Now, kind of 2nd to last, we're going to have a look at the fixtures and how we did get on. Sticking mainly with the Bundesliga. And it was a good solid start, to be fair. We only lost to Dortmund, and that was in Game 5. And then we lost to Stuttgart in Game 7, 3-0. But some good wins there. We beat Leipzig 6-0. Beat Freiburg 3-1. You know, 3-0 against Eintracht Frankfurt as well. Sorry, Omega Luke. We beat one of your favourite teams there. We even beat Bayern 1-0, just at the top there. Jonas Wind in the 84th minute. Some good wins, but this kind of little run at the bottom didn't help us out. We lost to Bayern. We lost to Leipzig, Mönchengladbach and Werder Bremen as well. You know, if we'd have won those games, it would have been very nice actually. If you have a look at it, it would have been nice going into it. And then if we kind of have a look lastly at the squad stats and how we did perform as a group. Jonas Wind with 26 goals and 0 assists. I mean, he's 25 years of age, valued in at 35 to 40 million now, 6'3". A good all-around player. Definitely one to look at if you want to build a young team in the future. Amin Sarr with 7 goals and 3 assists, and I think this is kind of the difference that we had now with the Juventus and the Montpellier. The goals were spread around. I just don't think the quality has been here in the Wolfsburg team. Doesn't mean it's not a quality tactic, just maybe Wolfsburg wasn't the best team to choose. Now all in all, it's a very nice tactic. I'm not normally a fan of asymmetrical formations, but looking at the Montpellier result when we was predicted to finish 13th and we finished in 5th place, obviously we won the Serie A with Juventus, and even though it was a slight gain on 5th place for Wolfsburg, we did finish higher than our BD prediction. So I think if you're looking for something a little bit quirky, a little bit kind of aggressive style of football, obviously you can tweak it to your own accord. And also we haven't had any transfers with this, we haven't done anything, it's just been a raw test. So the fact that we've kind of succeeded our media predictions in every test we've done, I'm very happy with this. The link is down below, give it a go for yourself. Now as always, if you made it this far, thank you very much for your support. There's more videos over here, and I'll see you on the next video of testing your tactics.